Hello.
You waiting for someone?
No, I live here. No, I'm just setting up my live stream.
Okay.
How you doing? I thought I had this already set up already, and apparently there's some steps I gotta do. I'm just glad to be at the house. No thanks.
Hello. Wait a minute. Why am I getting sound?
All right. Go to YouTube. Welcome back. You're signed in. Okay.
All right. So something's wrong.
So can we start, man? Come on, we holding up everything ready to go. Okay.
Peter, dictate this computer. You first type.
I'm ready to go.
First the pen and paper.
Allow pictures, allow audio. Come on.
First the pen and paper.
All right, so we can use this
Peter,
phone. I
dictate
think.
this computer.
This one away.
Prefers it to pen and paper.
From this on, yes, come on.
How you doing?
Ain't got all day. Come on.
Is it still showing up down here?
Come on.
Hello.
Now what? Come on, can we start?
It's still
Can
showing
we start?
up.
Can we start? Please. Goddamn, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, NNC, I'm working on it. I'm trying, dear. Let me go to properties.
No, that's fine. I'll go turn it around. Okay. So you cheat now. I hit you twice now. Get out my face. All right.
Hello.
I hit you again. Public. Create.
It shouldn't be coming through here at all.
Come on.
Let's try it again.
Come on, just go. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's go. Start in landscape mode. Come on, are we live? That's all I want to know. Are we live?
Hello.
Are we live in his ass?
Hello.
Come on, are we live?
We don't want that.
You gonna hold me hostage?
Hello.
Yeah, we know.
Hello, how you doing?
Come on, are we live? Come on.
All right, y'all. I think I got it.
When trying to take the bike. Come on, man.
I think I got it, everybody.
You got more excuses. Are we live or what? You worrying about this stupid stuff? Are you serious? See, this what I'm talking about. You know you wrong for this, Jesus, and you know you wrong. You know you wrong for this, and you know it. You know you wrong for this. So the pastor make sure I got it right.
I'm still feeling with the phone. I died.
You going out your way. We can stand here all day. You can't embarrass me. Give me anything. Come on. I don't understand. What are we doing here? Come on, excuse.
The whole time we done nothing.
Man, you full of crap.
Can't get nothing working here. And then the daggone mount broke.
So did you break it? Oh, that way, fool. He actually broke it.
Broke the mount.
I said you ain't going nowhere.
We had that mount since 2017.
So is it on or what?
Broke the mount. Had that
So
mount
did you
since.
break it?
Well,
Smile.
we had a bad day today.
Really?
Today was a bad day.
Something that we had for 3 years.
Oh.
It came right off. So we had to get some glue. I don't have no glue.
We had that.
The mount has broke.
We had that mount for 3 years. So just get that up. Give it up. So now we got to use this mount that we bought, and we didn't buy it for that. Luckily, we got a mount right here.
The hell?
So, I gotta try and figure out what I'm gonna do with that one now. Cause we got a mount.
I don't see you doing nothing. Come on, man. I ain't got a date. The hell?
I'm getting frustrated. I already am flooded out the lady house downstairs. So, I'm having a bad day. But,
I'm gonna smile about it.
See, I was getting ready to throw the phone.
It's okay.
So now,
how bad do you want to go live?
look at this, y'all.
No, here, come on. You got
I was outside for an hour trying to go live.
So what's the hold up now? What's the hold up now?
Speed up some more.
Of course we live. I ain't got nowhere to put you. So of course we live.
So now we had to rig it up there, and it looks terrible. That's why I took the video down. It looks terrible.
Now you're gonna try and cheat. I really don't. I don't even care anymore. I can't even see. And this bit right here, connect.
There's the lady under me.
Connect. Thank you. Now, look, the mount broke. So this supposed to be sitting here. Instead, I had to rig it up over here, and I don't even know how it's looking. That's the only reason why I'm still standing here. Otherwise, I'd be gone. Get up over here, and I don't even know how it's looking. That's the only reason why I'm still standing here. Otherwise, I'd be gone. I haven't forgot. Pack a paper towel.
Yeah, my paper towels are wet.
I got you.
There's a. It came through the wall, the paint, but there's a big lump like this full of water underneath there yet.
Up in the ceiling?
Yeah, I'm trying to call the landlord. Because even if it dries out, they got to do it, scrape it all off and redo that.
I see that's the one thing they didn't do. When they came in, they didn't fix the place up.
I know, you said.
So they
You said so you had to do it yourself.
That's why I'm always so worried about how the place look, but I ain't gonna lie. Got me on that one. And when you came in, you saw how adamant. I said, no, honey, ain't no way in the world that water going down. You saw it.
I'm saying yeah.
That double got me.
Flood down there.
Yeah, he got me today. You know about that. He got me today. I was telling you, ain't no way in the world.
I know, that's what you kept saying.
I was like, it's sitting inside the toilet tub.
It's dripping from upstairs.
That means that my tub ain't no good.
So everything just underneath underneath the sink too, near the refrigerator, all that soaking wet. I had to pull all that stuff out.
And I said, well, let me show her.
Well, you showed me all right, but I said it ain't the bathroom that's running. It's right where the kitchen's at. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute. You check, oh shit, I forgot.
Water running in both at the same time.
Right.
And I forgot. The hot water was running for the cool the chicken down. The therming out. And I was running cold water.
What? You use cold water it thaws out better with cold water, not hot.
Chicken? For real?
Yeah.
And see what happened was, I didn't know that the lady was gonna give me the money. And so I started to thaw the chicken out, and I was gonna go ahead and make it. And then I heard the phone go off. I went back in the bedroom and started talking to her. And next thing I knew, I was waiting to see when it would hit the PayPal. And I forgot. And then you came and knocked. And I was like,
no, what's he
I
talking
thought it was the
about?
landlord
No
at first.
way.
I thought it was the landlord.
No, it was me.
Now, I was quiet last night, right? Did you enjoy yourself last night?
Yeah, I heard you bitching and screaming and you faggot.
I said at 12 o'clock. You said at 12.
No, this was before 12.
Yeah, I said at 12.
Right.
Did you enjoy your night at 12? You said 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
It'll be the same way tonight.
Okay after 12.
It'll be the same way tonight.
All right.
And the day after that.
Good.
And the day after that.
If not, you know, I'll let you know.
Well, I'll keep my word. You said at the 12. I mean, stop before 12.
Can you get a hold of the landlord? I can't get a hold of the landlord so he can get that stuff out. Because I called Ruben. You have the other guy's phone number?
No, all I know is Peter.
Okay.
Same person, right? Oh, they different. Are they the same people or are they different?
That's different. Peter's a skinny one. I'll take the number right.
They be acting like they don't be caring sometimes.
I got 443.
Oh, let me fast forward that. Y'all don't need to hear that. Okay. That's all right. Hey, what are you doing? Who might take you to that? What are you doing?
He answers the office. I even texted him. He didn't text me back.
Oh, what is your name there?
Camelita.
Huh?
Camelita.
Kimberlita?
Camelita. See, his mailbox is full.
So did you try to text him?
I texted him. He didn't text me back. I did everything possible. I called him 3 times on his line, and it goes to his language, and then it cuts off. It says the voicemail's full.
I don't understand this landlord.
Me neither, but he needs to come and empty water in the pocket there.
So you're saying in between there's some water sitting there?
There's water sitting there.
It's gonna mold.
Ooh,
It's gonna mold if it don't dry.
Well, it looks like it's about ready to drop.
Like it's about to drop to your ceiling?
Yeah, not the ceiling. It's like on the side, and there's a big goop like this. There's water in there. It's gonna drop sooner or later.
But you want to pop it? Like a balloon?
Yeah, but I have to take a picture of it first. That way, if something happens, he can't say it was me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause you gotta watch that.
No kidding.
That's one thing I learned. I told him that stove had an explosion on it, and that I'm scared to use it. It's a fire hazard, right?
Mine was too.
You know what they told me?
What?
That's your problem. I said, so when the building burned down,
It's your problem.
she go, that's your problem. She said, that white lady in there. I said, okay.
Oh, Donna, I can't stand her.
I said, okay. And I wonder what she feel now.
I
That's
don't-
somebody else's problem.
I don't think she's even working there. Every time I call, she's not answering the phone no more or anything. Nobody's answering the phone right now.
Because I told her, I said, we're going to go ahead and deal with the holidays, and then we're going to get back with this.
Yeah.
And, oh, Lord, while we were still doing the holiday, he was like, I got a place over there. I said, is it downstairs? He said, no, because I'm supposed to have been here.
Uh-huh.
I'm supposed to have been
The first floor?
I'm supposed to have been here. I'm supposed to have been here.
You were in the back. Weren't you in the back?
On the other end, supposed to have been there. And I wound up here over the past year.
Well, I don't think
I've been promised all these places.
Are you moving anytime soon?
I'm waiting on you to move. Or them to move. So I can get that first floor. Or them. Anybody.
They ain't moving.
Somebody.
Nobody in the first floor here is moving.
Somebody move or somebody kick the bucket. Do something.
How you stop?
I'm patiently waiting. They ain't need no basement apartment.
Yeah, there is one.
Who's in that?
They just rented it. Them people ain't been around though.
I ain't seen the.
I seen them once.
So I didn't know they had a basement.
Yeah, they got one apartment down there,
Shit, I'd have rather had the basement.
and somebody just took it.
But you know, I'd rather go down and have to come up a little than have to come down and come back up. Well, like I said, I don't get you. It ain't bad.
Yeah.
I'm just with my road championship. Just gonna have to give up the title. All good things. Being the champ of YouTube ain't no good when you on the side of the street.
Is that right?
So I had to give it up. All right, let me shimmy on down here. Keep trying to get a hold of them, and I'll be back.
Alright.
You said paper towels, right?
Yep.
Let me stop being lazy and just walk it down. Come on. Stop being lazy. Just walk it down. Because you know that truck in the middle of the alley. Here every day.
Well, it ain't there today.
Oh, he not here today. Uh-oh.
He ain't there today.
Come on.
That
We
make
doing
me
the
look
walk.
stupid. He ain't there today.
That's what they call the bike walk. I can't believe the mount broke, but whatever. All right, y'all. We are. Come on, Bessie. All right, y'all. We finally on the move.
That's my apartment right there. See the air conditioner? I had to put in the other day. So we got one of them in already.
Yep, that's why we having this problem. And nothing I can say about it. Except it was your will. It was your will. It was your will.
Music.
Maybe I do need that stepper.
That's crazy.
All right, y'all,
I
let's roll.
started
We got
over
the
there
keys,
on the
right?
bottom floor, then to the second floor. And then look, I'm just right across the way. Helicopters out there today. Everybody out there today.
Let's go.
Let's get moving. I was lazy today, but I got some exercise.
Ran the alley right. Nobody else out here.
We ain't never had nobody come out the alley. In all my years. 2 years that we been using the bike.
They had to find somebody.
Now watch. 1, 2,
1, 2, 3.
3.
Nobody never came up this alley before. One car, you knew somebody was waiting.
And watch, they ain't done. Y'all ain't never seen me start this
Freaking
video.
ridiculous. Look at them coming.
1.
Coming from both sides. They're gonna shine.
So we got one on the sidewalk.
Anybody else?
Number.
must pass. Nothing lasts forever. Your flesh and my bullets will sever. Where do you want it?
In between your hips. Yo, I love this.
That's how we got the throttle. There we go.
Speed bump. It's time you meet your maker. I'm cranking it.
Man. Ridiculous, man. How we get ahead of steam going? Somebody come out of nowhere.
Come on, son. How do you want it? How do you want it? It's all trash in the street. Trash.
I do what I want to do. I say what I want to say. We all know what to do.
Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. I'm trying to beat them cars when they come. Much as I love that shirt made me look fat. Don't kill me.
There you go. Good.
I'm cranking it.
How you doing, sir?
Bam, bam.
I don't know what's going on with the music, but I need. Hey, right there with a one-man show, so now you know. Can you feel the flow? The man with the plan, the man with look at all that glass. Right now I'm about to check and relax. Let it go, bro, yeah, bro.
Yo,
all on the show. My best one, rock. Wait, they can't get him, man. It's our feature right here. What's that?
You're dealing with the one-man show. None of you. Yeah. Something on harassing. I'm dynamite. It's a 411 on the musician. Second to none. The only one. I shine sucker cruise like mop and blow.
Unselfish and heartless by life. My beats and lyrics are always fight excitement.
I fight the good fight. I drive a sedan all day, stock them C's all night.
How you doing, sir? You new? You new? I ain't never seen you before. I always see the guy. Well, you know what? I changed it up right there by the car. And just to get my tobacco pouches and I'm right back out.
You know how to count. Look, you know how I gotta be. Gotta keep it together somewhere.
How y'all doing?
Just right now.
Is that light on? That could be inside. Come on, hurry up and tie this up. Let's get out of here.
Oh, I shouldn't have turned it around. Should have turned it the other way. I should have put the bike the other way. Let me go see if that soda cold.
I'm outside. I might be outside. I don't want to be, you know. So, I know I heard that voice. I said, "Oh Lord!" I checked the house. I'm gonna take it off.
I ain't gonna put it all up. I just put a couple dollars off this cup. I ain't gonna put it back.
I hear you.
All right.
I missed stopping up there and seeing it.
It's same here. I be always like, I feel like I was
Well, go ahead. Stop talking. Go ahead and take care of your thing.
You good? Oh, I know them. That's quick. I'm about to go to a little happy hour real quick.
I'm like that girl on
Alcohol.
I'm
Glad I came in here.
She knows about all the new snacks.
Because they
Remember
ain't
the
no-
funny
I
all
couldn't
time.
find none.
I'm like her.
Get two of them.
I know when all the new snacks
I mean,
coming out.
everywhere I go, because I know, you know, with the hand sanitizer, all of it on Apple. Oh, man. This is second to seeing you. That was my main, you know, treat for coming up in here. Oh, they have alcohol. I couldn't believe it. Huh?
I'm about to say that. We're gonna go to Brad. So by the time I sit down, I'm gonna sit in the
I was up there showing off, but I'm getting too old. Out there showing off on the bike.
I ain't gonna wait no more.
I'm getting too old. You ain't telling me, just keep fun out there. That's how they're on food.
Yeah. But that's okay. I was thinking, you know, I got 2 of them yesterday.
You got the good alcohol.
You know, I could believe they had alcohol. You know, that's a lot of fun lately. I just had to turn around and get the whole shelf up. But I'll be back to try and beat tomorrow. I'm gonna be out tomorrow too, because I just got my second shot today. They say the next day, Saturday, rough.
All right, so we done. Well, if you don't mind me opening one up. See the first can right there?
But I hate to drink when I got the first one, I felt fine that day. Next morning,
Go on in there. All right, so we ain't got to come back for 5 more days. All right, let's get out of here. Hit Family Dollar, get something to eat. Come on, Chico. Oh. All right. All right. All right. See you in 4 days. Thank you, sir. Same to you. I'll be back in 4 days. I only had enough for 5 cans. We gotta come back and get our insulin and stuff. So. Oh, Lord. There we go. Excuse me, sir. How you doing, buddy? I can do it on the other side. Excuse me. Don't want to make y'all uncomfortable. I just do it over the side. It's just tied down right here. You can leave that right there, sweetie. I'll take it. Okay. Thank you. And we'll just put this here. Y'all actually got carts. Go ahead. Y'all moving on up with the Jefferson. Yeah. You better not fall back. You know you're wrong for that. I ain't gonna say nothing. Oh, I'm holding the key. That's why. That's why it's not coming through. All right, thank you. Ah. Cool on it.
Oh, Nixon, you still here? Yep, that's what I'm doing.
What you doing, Joy?
Come on, man, what are you doing?
Take it over here.
I actually do.
Yeah, I got it, man. I got it, man.
No, I'm also
I'm looking at the phone.
they do. Yeah, this is really cool. For the stuff.
Where's my phone? Yeah.
Oh, 13. What kind of grease? Hair grease?
No, we should cook it. Cook it off.
You mean oil?
Yeah, oil cook chicken.
Cooking oil, that's an hour one. What y'all do?
All right, that's it.
That was us. I think we were last Thursday. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm still out all this party. I don't drink. I can't.
I went over somebody's house Friday and they gonna ask me could I cook on their grill.
Hell, I was just telling somebody that I was like, that's why I don't leave.
What is it?
They're down.
Take your time. Oh, Lord. Come on, man. You know you're wrong for that. Try it again. Take your time. I know. Come on. Ah, got one. Put this one up.
See you later, fellas.
I don't feel this one tight. That's it. Can we get it?
How y'all doing? Not so
Okay. Hey.
How are you?
Took my phone. All right. That's fine. Oh. 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 Whoa. Okay. You sold it to him. Okay.
All getting them bags on, but they on. All right, let's head on out.
Y'all have a good one. Thank you.
Need to pull that mask down. Stomach hanging. Hanging and banging. Watch all that glass.
Zero.
Y'all hear me breathing, but I still keep pedaling. Trying to get my wind up. Trying to get that wind up.
How you doing, bro?
Ooh, look at that bump. That's what I don't understand. You can look at my chest is not heaving. You can look, my chest is not heaving. I don't know why. I breathe like that sometimes.
like that.
We going the wrong way. See that pole? Trying to get around that pole. I got out of the way of that. I said, that's okay. Y'all can have it. Now watch this. Come on back out there. Tell them take it easy and take it slow. Let them go where they got to go. I can do what I want to do.
How y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
I drove past the house. Okay.
Isn't it a beautiful day out today, y'all?
I'll be quiet. Who you beating for?
Take that mask off and get some air, boy. Hey, the bike beeping, we ain't doing nothing.
Why are you beeping? We not even doing anything. Come on. So, no flats.
I had that stuff in that backpack. That stuff was heavy. But good exercise. Good exercise, young man. Good exercise. I thought about it. I wish somebody would try and steal my bike. Look at that bum coming down there on that stolen bird scooter. Yeah, I wish you would, sir. Where you at? Take it straight on up. Don't stop. Get that exercise. Carry that boy. But the bike you getting is twice the weight. It fold up though. That boy had 20-inch wheels. 20-inch fat tires. We got a 14 in the front and a 14 in the back, and it's only 2 inches wide. We breathing hard. That's right, breathe hard. I should have locked the door. And I'm gonna go back and say, you know what? There's that top lock on there too. Remember y'all, she asked for some paper towels. So I got some.
It's dark, come upstairs. I heard you say, hold on a second.
Put that alarm on. I should have brought the bike down the hallway. I wasn't even thinking. Now, what y'all don't see, I made a mistake and let the sink overflow. And the water went downstairs. And it caused a pocket. It was literally a pocket. There was nothing but paint holding like a ball of water, like the size of a small basketball. But it was a little hole in it, right? And so she got one of those, you know, those pink pans you get at the hospital. She got one of them, and I got a broom from her, and I actually poked the water out of the ceiling. So hopefully, I poked all the water that we could get from out the ceiling. So hopefully her ceiling dry. And we both got a hold of the landlord family, and hopefully he'll send somebody by. It's just go open it up, make sure everything good, you know, and then seal it back. Cause but you don't want no mold to grow. When you let water sit, that's when, you know, that mold sit. You don't want that mold to sit, cause it becomes dangerous to breathe. So hopefully they can get that handled. That was just me making sure I could hit a bike. That's just me making sure I can hit a bike. So that's what we doing right now. But I'll be coming out in a minute. But see, this is a good chance to see if anybody messed with the bike. That's me. You can hear me. I'm still in her apartment.
I'm like you going up. bike's still that good. I like all the doors. All right, take the alarm off. All right, come on. Okay. Put me against the wall, and that way the bike can't scratch the wall. Turn it sideways, bend down, get a good grip, bend your knees, and lift. And just put your back against the wall.
Now the problem is the backpack. The backpack ain't giving me the rim I need. The backpack keep pushing me back.
This backpack making it hard. There ain't no room. Come on.
Right. Force it up. Take that mask down.
All right, come on.
Do it. Get that boy up there. Muscle it. Push. Push with them fat legs. Push. All right.
All right. We need to come outside every day.
Every day until we don't feel it. Until we don't feel it. Every day. Even if I only ride around the block. Well, we still haven't hit the market. But I got the chicken to eat tonight, so I'll eat that. But tomorrow.
Are you sure you up? Yeah.
All right.
We got that out the way.
All right. Now make sure when it come back, make sure you don't hover over anything. Take that out. Alrighty. I see the phone is struggling. Let it struggle. You can close that window. Oh. Now, I want to tell y'all something. I deleted. I want y'all to look at the top of your screen. Y'all tell me that I put the stuff there, right? I deleted all the stuff. Why is it back? I deleted the stuff. Why is it back? Last night, since I couldn't make no noise, I figured out how to delete the stuff. It's still there. How is it back? The stuff, who put it back? I took it out. I'm gonna do it again. Delete. 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 This is how we started the show today. Go back and look. But they put the stuff back. You keep saying that I put the stuff there. I took the stuff off and they put it back. Let that marinate. I took that stuff off and they put it back. I don't want to hear another word. I don't want to hear another word.
And now to a disturbing safety alert. An intense search is underway right now for the man who sexually assaulted and shot a little boy. Surveillance video showing that child collapsing moments after that attack. And the victim, only 12 years old.
And the person responsible for this despicable crime is still on the loose. Local 10's Trent Kelly is live at Jackson Memorial Hospital where the boy is recovering.
Well, Alexis, we know the victim in all of this was last listed in critical condition here at Jackson Memorial Hospital. Despite surviving that vicious Saturday, he still had to flag down a Good Samaritan in the area just to get some help. Now the search continues this afternoon for any sign of the man who attacked that boy. A 12-year-old boy assaulted and shot before collapsing over the weekend, continuing to recover in the hospital. His life likely saved by a Good Samaritan.
He was conscious. He fell on the sidewalk, and he said he had been shot. That was all I know.
This man, who only goes by Johnny, says he found the young boy wandering alone and crying early Saturday, blocks away from the Foodland Market on Northwest 37th Avenue and 47th Street.
He was screaming, help, somebody help me, please, please, please. So I bring him to the store where they could call the police for him, you know.
According to investigators, the child was initially walking in the area when he was abducted by a man who forced him into a black four-door sedan. At some point, the victim says he was sexually assaulted right before the stranger pulled out a gun and shot him. The boy eventually forced out of the car and was later found stumbling around for help. This surveillance video from the food market shows witnesses coming to the boy's aid and offering him water. Within minutes, both police and paramedics arrive, with one officer helping the child onto a gurney before taking him to the hospital. The sickening crime leaving neighbors in shock.
Sick, you know, so whoever did it, they just need to just turn themselves in, you know, because that's not right. That's not right. He's a child.
So at this point, police have only released a very limited description of that attacker, describing him as a white Hispanic man who is tall, between 30 and 40 years old, with long curly hair. Of course, as we mentioned in the story there, he was last seen driving that four-door black sedan. If you have any information on who that person could be or who was involved in this attack over the weekend, contact Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers, 305-471-TIPS. We're live in Miami this afternoon. Trent Kelly, Local 10 News.
All right, Sam said, look. Sam said do a show in your city making drug use and sex work legal. All right, I'll do some homework tonight. As long as it ain't that guy, I'll watch it. Where's that guy?
To support local restaurants.
I'm not watching it. It was Micah or the dude with the black hair. Blonde hair dude, I ain't watching it.
Hey guys, my name is Court Rye. I do a website called electricbikereview.com. I look at all the electric.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. He put me to sleep. I can't do it. I can't do it. That's 2 years ago. Why are you showing me something from 2 years ago? Well, we on the wrong channel. That's the problem. What we on? Yeah, we on the wrong channel. We got to switch accounts. Where's the minister? Here we go. Stimulus checks.
More stimulus money being sent to millions of Americans today, but some people are having problems getting those funds. Consumer investigator Steve Sbragia digging deeper to tell you what may be holding up your payment and the timeline for sending out all that cash. Steve.
Angela, there are a couple of issues at play here, including the fact that payments could be delayed by either the IRS or the U.S. Postal Service. The Treasury is issuing 37 million payments today, 20 million of them by direct deposit, 17 million more via the U.S. Postal Service. If you don't get your payment by direct deposit today, then it's coming in the mail. Those items being sent through the mail could either be government debit cards or paper checks. And because the U.S. mail system continues to experience delays, those payments could take time to get to you. The best way to track them is to use the U.S. Postal Service's Informed Delivery. It'll track it right to your mailbox. I've included a link in my web story to help you sign up for that. Now, one group that is yet to see any payments right now are Social Security, SSI, and VA beneficiaries. The House Ways and Means Committee has sent an angry letter to the IRS and Social Security Administration saying it's alarmed and demanding those agencies get those stimulus payments issued, especially after the IRS could offer no timeline for payments. So far, when it'll be fixed, only saying it'll be fixed soon. But they aren't the only ones affected. Thousands of people are seeing fractured or partial payments. They've even formed this Facebook group to share their experiences and complaints. The IRS says some of those delays are due to married people whose past refunds were withheld over a spouse's past due debts. The agency says the missing portion of those people's stimulus payments will come eventually, but it asks patience because it's dealing with processing the backlog from the 2019 tax season as well as this year's tax returns. Now remember, after today, all payments will be made either by check or debit card, and the IRS has till December 31st to mail out all of those checks, so it could be quite some time before you see your stimulus cash. Now, to help you out, I've included a link to the Treasury Department's timeline, along with a link for frequently asked questions about stimulus payments. A lot of links in the story, a lot of resources available. Working for you, I'm consumer investigator Steve Sprazier.
What? Are you serious? What the heck is going on with the money? What's going on with the money? Well, let's take a look. Several more weeks. Man, that's crazy. Where's my stimulus money at? Where's my stimulus?
I just started delivering for DoorDash, and I absolutely...
Horrifying, unprovoked attack against a young woman in Manhattan. The victim was working inside a boutique when a man walked in and her day suddenly turned into a nightmare. CBS 2's Corey James in Washington Heights with more on the attack and the chilling video.
And loved ones of the victim say the young woman did not know the man who walked inside the store and started asking her questions, but police say when she did not answer, that is when the suspect turned violent. You're looking at the moment this man walks up to this Washington Heights boutique, peeks through the front door window and walks in. But seconds after entering the store, his casual stroll up to the counter where a 22-year-old woman is sitting takes a turn for the worst. Video showing the suspect quickly whipping his hands out of his pockets and slashing the employee's nose with an unknown object. That woman then frantically gets out of her chair with blood gushing into her hand as she races to the door, following the suspect who falls on the ground during his attempt to take off.
He left pretty quick.
A neighbor who did not want to give his name saw the video of the attack and feels for the victim.
Well, face is not going to be the same anymore.
We spoke with the woman's stepmother who says her daughter, Destiny Cabrera, is not ready to speak, adding her mental health is their top priority. Cabrera, however, did speak out on Instagram saying she nearly lost her life and is beyond grateful and blessed to be alive. As she recovers with stitches on her nose after emergency surgery, the search continues for the dangerous attacker who is still on the run. And police are still looking for a motive. Meantime, Cabrera says she will need multiple reconstruction surgeries. A GoFundMe account has been set up to help her with medical costs. In Washington Heights, Corey James, CBS 2 News.
I have to ask you ladies. Why? Why do you, after you get attacked, why do you go chase the people like you're going to do something to them? She should have went and locked that door after he ran out and called 911. What was the purpose of going after the man? If the man is trying to leave, let him leave. What are you trying to hold him up for? All right, y'all. Let's go check in with Kevin.
It's Hector Deers.
Oh, you gonna say that there on the side of the street? Hey, there. I say, look at that there on the other side of the street, that there. So I can see the deer moving. See, look at that there, y'all.
Is that it? Sorry, Kevin, that's boring. The deer ain't even doing nothing. Hold on, what?
Resume Now is America's top resume.
Oops.
Right now, a woman is recovering in the hospital after she was found naked and stuck inside a storm drain.
This is a crazy story here. We're learning she may have been there actually for quite some time. Local 10 News reporter Laren Livingston is live at the scene in Delray Beach. Laren.
Chrissy Denise, rescue workers say on the bizarre scale, this one ranks pretty high. And now we know this woman. Her name is 43-year-old Lindsay Jane Kennedy. She's a Delray Beach woman, and she's now out of the hospital post this incident. And authorities say she was found about 8 feet down below this storm grate, like you said, completely nude. And she tells authorities that she was down there for about 3 weeks, wandering this drainage system. Pictures show Delray Beach police and firefighters surrounding the storm drain near the intersection of Atlantic and Southwest 11th Avenue early yesterday morning. Now, rescue workers got the call after someone heard what turned out to be Lindsay Kennedy trapped and yelling from below that storm grate. Delray Beach Fire's special ops team got the storm grate open, lowered a ladder down, and then hoisted Kennedy up. Now, police say Kennedy's boyfriend reported her missing back on March 3rd to the sheriff's office after Kennedy told detectives she'd gone swimming in a canal near her boyfriend's place. She came across a doorway in that canal, she says, which led to a tunnel, which she followed and then followed until ultimately getting lost, eventually wandering this drainage system, eventually ending up beneath the storm grate where she was eventually rescued.
She was unable to stand up. She didn't have any clothes on. She was very dirty. She had some superficial wounds. Her knees were all scraped up.
Now, police report Lindsay Kennedy has a history of mental illness and some drug use, illegal drug abuse, and detectives are now working to see if the story that she gave them is actually plausible, because they're trying to figure out how she survived if she was down there for the 3 weeks that she tells detectives she was down there. But this very bizarre situation, at least for now, is making a little bit more sense, and of course we'll bring you some more from police so that information becomes available.
Who cares? I'm sorry I showed that. Governor Cuomo.
But first, strangers do not kiss, especially upon meeting someone for the first time.
Cuomo.
A ninth woman comes forward claiming Governor Cuomo acted inappropriately, touching her face and kissing her on the cheek. And good evening to at 6 o'clock. I'm Liz Cho. Bill is off tonight. The latest accuser is a 55-year-old grandmother from upstate New York. She says while on a tour of flood damage at her home, Governor Cuomo manhandled her by touching her face and kissing her on the cheeks. This comes as 8 other women have now accused the governor of improper behavior, ranging from sexual harassment to a toxic work environment. Political reporter Dave Evans is in the newsroom with our lead story tonight. David.
Liz, this afternoon, Sherry Ville said that her friends and family have teased her for 3 years now, calling her the governor's new girlfriend. She said it has bothered her and her husband, and she was reluctant to talk about it until now.
He then leaned down on top of me, and while still holding one of my hands, he forcibly grabbed my face with his other big hand and kissed my cheek. Again, in a very aggressive manner. I felt like I was being manhandled.
Sherry Ville lives near Rochester, and today she described an incident from the spring of 2017. She released photos from that day when the governor visited because of flooding in the area. She says Cuomo kissed her on the cheek in the house and then outside a second time. Ville says she's a businesswoman who interacts with many male customers and vendors.
I know the difference between an innocent gesture and a sexual one. I never felt as uncomfortable as I did the day that Governor Cuomo came to my home. His actions were very overly sexual, highly inappropriate, and disrespectful to me and my family.
This latest incident makes at least the 9th woman to complain about Cuomo. Ville's lawyer says she will notify the Attorney General, but she's not suing and not seeking damages.
Women like Sherry will no longer be silent. They will refuse to be intimidated by powerful men. We are very proud of Sherry, and we look forward to due process, not only for the governor, but also for those who allege that they have been victimized by him.
Not only is the Attorney General investigating, but so is the Assembly, and it's considering impeachment. The governor has apologized again and again, and he's called his kissing just part of his culture, just part of his gregarious, hands-on nature.
You can go find hundreds of pictures of me kissing people, men, women. It is my usual and customary way of greeting.
He said, that's what Italians do, kiss both cheeks. I felt shocked and didn't understand what had just happened, but I knew I felt embarrassed and weird about his kissing me. I am Italian, and in my family, family members kiss. Strangers do not kiss, especially upon meeting someone for the first time.
Late today, the governor's attorney responded. During times of crisis, the governor has frequently sought to comfort New Yorkers with hugs and kisses. As I have said before, the governor has greeted both men and women with hugs, a kiss on the cheek, forehand, or hand for the past 40 years. Also today, that attorney released photographs taken by the governor's office of him touring flood damage that day near Rochester. Included are several photos of the governor being affectionate, and in one, he kisses another woman on the cheek. Liz?
I got caught, y'all. I good we didn't hit no penalty. I just charged the bike back up. I might ride up to the market. What time is it? 7 o'clock? I don't know. I might ride up to the market. If not today, maybe tomorrow.
You can't put wings.
These commercials are annoying.
In that 9 minutes and 29 seconds, the most important numbers you will hear in this trial are 929. May 25th of 2020, Mr. Derek Chauvin betrayed this badge when he used excessive and unreasonable force upon the body of Mr. George Floyd. You will learn that he was well aware that Mr. Floyd was unarmed, that Mr. Floyd had not threatened anyone, that Mr. Floyd was in handcuffs, he was completely in the control of the police, he was defenseless. We're going to ask at the end of this case that you find Mr. Chauvin guilty for his excessive use of force against George Floyd that was an assault that contributed to taking his life, and for engaging in eminently dangerous behavior, putting the knee on the neck, the knee on the back for 9 minutes and 29 seconds without regard for Mr. Floyd's life. We're going to ask that you find him guilty of murder in the second degree, murder in the third degree, and second degree manslaughter.
And this will ultimately be another significant battle in this trial. What was Mr. Floyd's actual cause of death? The evidence will show that Mr. Floyd died of a cardiac arrhythmia that occurred as a result of hypertension, his coronary disease, the ingestion of methamphetamine and fentanyl, and the adrenaline flowing through his body, all of which acted to further compromise an already compromised heart. Dr. Baker found none of what are referred to as the telltale signs of asphyxiation. There were no bruises to Mr. Floyd's neck, either on his skin or after peeling his skin back to the muscles beneath. There was no petechial hemorrhaging. There was no evidence that Mr. Floyd's airflow was restricted, and he did not determine to be a positional or mechanical asphyxia death. When you review the actual evidence, and when you hear the law and apply reason and common sense, there will only be one just verdict, and that is to find Mr. Chauvin not guilty.
My instincts were telling me that something's wrong. Something is not right. I don't know what, but something wasn't right.
In what ways were you thinking that something was not right?
It was an extended period of time. Again, I can't tell you the exact amount of time. And they hadn't told me if they needed any more resources. It's a multitude of different things that ran through my brain.
About your call, as you sit here today, have you changed your mind about the reasons why you called Sergeant Pleager when you did?
No.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe.
But first,
Resume Now is America.
I want to see something real quick. Okay. Just want to see something real quick.
Police are investigating another anti-Asian hate crime at a New York City subway station. Investigators say this man followed a 37-year-old woman, made an anti-Asian statement, and then hit her in the back of the head with his hand. It happened around 9 last night at the Lexington Avenue 51st Street station. The suspect ran from the scene. The victim was not injured.
$8 hours ago.
Police need help finding this man they say sexually assaulted a woman in her apartment on Beverly Road and Rogers Avenue in Flatbush, Brooklyn. She says the man followed her into the apartment around 2:45 Saturday morning. He ran off when she started yelling. She was treated for minor injuries. If you recognize the man, call the NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline at 800-577-TIPS. Jeff Petroulis for CBSNewYork.com.
Police are.
Let me check something real quick, y'all. Oops. Get off the list. I just want to check the. Yeah, don't forget about we're gonna get that. The clothes dryer thing. And these are the bikes that I'm looking at getting when the stimulus get here, but I want to see. Still unavailable. This is the same thing as the electric XP. This is the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same, except this got front suspension. Exact same thing, except this got front suspension. See the suspension fork? And they were having used ones for $700. But the stimulus taking too long. This is only $800. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. $90 delivery. That's killing it. You had a winner here. They just killed it. They had a winner. They just killed it. Wait a minute. They got a red one for $7.89. They got a red one. They still want $90 shipping. That still make it the same price. They make it the same price. You know what I'm saying? Look at that little display. Mm-hmm. 36 volt. Nope. Nope. You lost my attention when you said 36 volt. You lost my attention with that. Too much money. They got to use one. Did they got to use one? They want $30 for delivery. Did they got to use one? No use one. Yeah, 750 watt. For $1,100. How much is the shipping? $30. I ain't paying no $30 delivery. Hey. Well, it got a suspension seat and a front fork. 750 watts, Derek, but you don't need 750 watts. You trying to get in shape, fat boy. You trying to get in shape. You don't need 750 watts. What's that, a Hummer? Wait a minute, it's plugged up. How are you crying? I stepped on this charger. Okay, it's not working on this one. Hold on a second. Don't forget you wearing headphones, sir. You need to sit on something. Here, sit right there. Ah! You know what? I should leave you hanging right there. I'm gonna leave it hanging right there. Stay right there on the floor where you belong. You don't want to do your job. Stay on the floor. $350 watt, not impressed. You're showing the same stuff. What about this one? It's only 250 watt. This big bike, only 250 watt. This big bike. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself asking $600 for a 250 watt bike. They ought to be slack. Let me see. They want too much money for this. They want $988.99. What's so special about this? So I do got suspension? I don't see rear suspension. So why would I save it? It got front suspension, but it don't have rear suspension. This got a 400 watt motor, but I don't want 14 inches. But it don't have a chain. It's chainless, and it got front suspension. It don't have a display. Well, one of those little Chinese bike with the big batteries. This is one too. It's $50 off, so it's only $649. They got a suspension seat. They got shocks. But the wheel's so daggone little. Look at that big battery. Look at that big battery. I don't know, it's so daggone small. See here. Let me out of here. That's 3 years ago. That's 2 years ago. Four months ago. Come on, man. Where the niggas at? That's a bad Mama John, man. I don't even want to look at it. Oh, that's old. Damn, that was a good story too. Damn, that was a good story. Damn, that was a good story for y'all. Oh man. Oh no, we don't even fool with him no more. Y'all want to check out It's Jimmy? It's Jimmy. That's a commercial. It's Jimmy.
It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update, fourth stimulus check update, and related news. A brand new executive order was just signed today, which is really amazing news for millions of Americans. We're going to go over that. The third stimulus check that still millions of Social Security recipients have not received, among millions of other people, as well as the fourth stimulus check is gaining more and more support by the day. We're going to go over all the latest details of everything in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates on the upcoming rounds of stimulus, as there's multiple different provisions for the fourth stimulus round, probably more different types of provisions than we will see in this next upcoming round than in any of the previous stimulus rounds. We have Social Security raises, we have student loan forgiveness, we have mortgage assistance, rental assistance, property tax assistance, utility assistance. We have a fourth round of stimulus check that's being called upon, as well as monthly reoccurring stimulus checks being called for. We have a lot coming in the fourth round of stimulus. So let's jump right in. Don't forget to hit the like button, and here we go. A new study says that the vaccines prevent 90% of all infections coming from the CDC. The two mRNA coronavirus vaccines from Moderna and Pfizer prevent 90% of infections, according to a new study from the CDC. The results show strong evidence that the vaccines work against preventing all infections, including asymptomatic and pre-symptomatic infections. According to the CDC, both vaccines prevented 90% of infections 2 weeks after receiving the second of 2 doses. Following the first dose of either vaccine, the participants' risk of infection was reduced by 80% 2 or more weeks after the first shot. The CDC director also warns of a, quote, impending doom on the potential new COVID surge and warns people to stay vigilant. And we are not out of the wood yet, as all these variants are causing a lot of uncertainty and are actually causing the plateau of cases to actually spike up a little bit. New round in the United States. And while the CDC has been a busy little bee, let me know if you know what movie that's from, My Busy Little Bee. The CDC has been very busy in the last 24 hours as they have just extended the eviction moratorium through an executive order that it was supposed to end on March 31st, which is literally in 2 days. And they have finally done, through an executive order, extended the eviction moratorium through June 30th, as this will help millions and millions of people from eviction and being kicked out on the streets. As you can see here, the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, on Monday announced that it has extended a federal ban on coronavirus-related evictions through June 30th, 3 days before it was set to expire. Quote, the COVID-19 pandemic has presented a historic threat to the nation's public health. Keeping people in their homes and out of crowded or congregated settings, like homeless shelters, by preventing evictions is a key step in helping to stop the spread of COVID-19, said the CDC Director Rochelle Walensky in a Monday statement. This new order by the CDC that was originally done in September prohibited evictions of renters, individuals who make less than $99,000 in 2020 and joint filing basic expenses, according to the Census Bureau's moratorium or eviction ban with your state, because which in some cases can be as low as.
Keep going. I'm sick of that. Come on, get some else.
You a umbrella statement that will cover everything. You have to look it up for your state. So again, you may have to make a partial payment. You may have to give your landlord a signed piece of paper. You may have to make a partial payment.
Come on, man.
Might evict you for that. There is a lot of information in here about preventing evictions. So this just. Third stimulus check payment. Number one, you can see in this IRS tweet, the IRS News is actually the official IRS account on Twitter where they give us updates. And you can see here, they say a large number of economic impact payments. That's what they call them. We call them stimulus checks. Economic impact payments is the same thing. A large number of stimulus checks will be mailed. So the IRS reminds taxpayers to watch the mail carefully in the coming weeks for a paper check or a prepaid debit card. If you're waiting for your payment, go to the IRS Get My Payment tool. Also, as we reported this before, but if you didn't see that episode, the IRS and the U.S. Treasury have extended the tax filing payment deadline for individuals to March 17th, 2021 instead of April 15th. So they have extended the tax filing deadline for 32 days. However, if you're expecting a refund, you might want to file earlier. The only really reason to wait that long is if you're getting your information ready or you actually owe the IRS money. But there's multiple different provisions that could apply, and different states may or may not also extend their deadline for the state taxes due. So again, if you're going to file your taxes late, become an expert in your specific state and your specific situation. The IRS also says if you registered using the IRS non-filers tool online last year, this is for people who don't need to file tax returns, or you submitted a simplified tax return, we'll calculate your third economic impact payment based.
All right, who cares, man? You put me to sleep. You're putting me to sleep, sir. You're putting me to sleep. Can I tell you that? You're putting me to sleep. Okay? You're putting me to sleep. All right. Seriously. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, y'all. I asked somebody for help earlier, and somebody else came in and handled it. And I'm letting them know that stop. Don't do anything. Somebody helped me already. Now, see, if I was a con man, I would go ahead and get both the help, wouldn't I? But see, you can't do things like that. Because suppose you need help again. But, you know, people gonna call you what they gonna call you. But if one person already helped me out, why would I, not say anything? It would be stupid. So let's get it, y'all. Coronavirus cases for the United States. You got 31,028,530 reported cases of the coronavirus. We have 563,183 citizens that have died from this disease. All right, let's get to it. Because we know that California knows how to party in a city called Watts, where the gangs and the CV, that's all they got. I'm talking about California. They got 2,155 new cases of the coronavirus. They lost 93 people today. They got 1,668,018 people walking around infected with the virus. Let's two-step our way on down to Texas. They got 3,152 new cases. They lost 31 people. They got 101,000 people infected. Florida, 3,374 new cases of the coronavirus. They lost 57 people. They got 523,500 infected. New York, you're a native New Yorker. You're a native New Yorker. New York State, 7,450 new cases of the coronavirus. They lost 119 people. They got 755,500 people infected. Illinois, 1,761 new cases of the coronavirus. They lost 6 people. They got 62,000 infected almost. Georgia on my mind. I caught the midnight train to Georgia, and I'm bringing the CV that I caught in California. 1,165 new cases. They lost 36 people. They got 360,000 infected right now. Pennsylvania, 1,843 new cases. They lost 14 people. They got 71,500 people infected. Ohio, they got 1,497 new cases, and they lost none. They got 31,500 infected. Ain't nothing finer than the mountain ranges of North Carolina. They got 1,372 new cases. They lost 57 people. They got 22,500 infected. Who is it? No, that's Steve Urkelism. Everything okay? No, ma'am, I don't correct that. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't correct that. Hold on, wait. Right, can't do it. Wait a minute. I got 2 quarters. They just have to know. His, I had 25 cents. I ain't know I had that. Ooh. Wait a minute. Hold on, I do have it. Hey, I didn't know I had a change. Hey, you're welcome. See that? You never know what you have. Good. You never know what you have. I'm glad I can help you out. All righty. I didn't even know I had that. I don't even carry cash. I don't know where I got the change from. All right, so you never know. All right, sorry about that, y'all. That was my neighbor. She needed some quarters for the laundry machine. I didn't know I had any change on me, cause I don't carry money. But I had $1 worth of change. Matter of fact, I had $1. I gave her $1.25 for $1, so it worked out. I didn't even realize it. Shoot. I was gonna give her the 50 cents. Then I found 50 cents more. What the heck? Shit, I got my $1. Alrighty, y'all, where are we? Oh yeah, ain't nothing finer than the mountain inclines of North Carolina. They got 1,372 new cases. They lost 57 people. You got 876,000 people infected. New Jersey, 3,621 new cases. They lost 15 people. They got 196,000 infected in New Jersey. Arizona, 604 new cases today, and they lost none. They got 22,000 infected. Tennessee, Tennessee, they got 1,288 new cases. They lost 8 people today. They got 13,500 infected. Michigan, what up, though? They got 4,619 new cases. They lost 9 people. They got 146,500 infected. Indiana, I said, ooh-wee, somebody better find my kuka. 713 new cases. They only lost 5. They got 18,000 infected. Massachusetts, 1,500 new cases. They lost 15 people. They got 31,500 infected. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay. Hold on a second. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Where was we at? We was at Massachusetts, right? Well, Massachusetts, they got 1,500 new cases. They lost 15 people. They got 31,500 infected. Virginia, 1,143 new cases. They lost 21 people. They got 555,000 infected. Wisconsin, 296 people with the coronavirus today. They only lost 3. They got 6,700 people infected. Missouri, or should I say Missouri, 335 new cases, and they lost none. 149,000 walking around infected. Ain't nothing finer than the coastal lines of South Carolina. 869 new cases today, and they lost none. And they got no active stats for us to look at. Minnesota, 1,550 new cases reported today. They only lost 5. They got 1,300 people infected. Alabama, I said Alabama. They got 228 new cases today, and they lost none. They got 188,000 infected. Colorado, or should I say Colorado, 807 new cases today. Well, they got 130,000 infected. Louisiana, 836 new cases. They lost 35 people today. They got 3,800 people infected. Oklahoma, land I love. Oklahoma, a place I never think of. Boy, they throw you in jail for anything and put you in that chair quick. 194 new cases, and they lost none. They got almost 12,000 infected. Oh, shucky ducky, it's time to go to Mitch McConnell's state of Kentucky. 309 new cases. They lost 11 people today. They got 370,000 infected almost. Ain't nobody caroling in my state of Maryland. I said, ain't nobody caroling in my state of Maryland. 1,031 new cases reported today. We lost 9 people. Thank God I ain't one of them. We got 391,000 walking around infected. Quick draw McGraw, let's go to Utah. They got 194 new cases, and they lost none. They got 372,500 infected. Iowa. Iowa. 228 new cases. They only lost 4. They got almost 41,000 infected. No stats for Washington State. The fake Kansas, they got 79 new cases. They lost 6 people. They got 1,800 infected. Connecticut, they got 3,229 new cases. They lost 18 people. They got almost 32,000 infected. You got Mississippi. You got M-I, a crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Mississippi, you got 79 new cases, and they lost none. They got 7,100 infected. It's time to go to Kansas, so let's sneeze on down the road. Come on, y'all, let's sneeze on down the road. You got that CV, you ain't carrying no load. Come on, let's sneeze on down the road. Kansas, they got no stats today. Nevada, 212 new cases. They only lost 1. They got 19,000 infected almost. No stats for Nebraska. New Mexico. I said New Mexico. New Mexico, 182 new cases of the coronavirus, and they lost none. They got 173,500 infected. Idaho, 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 Idaho. 335 new cases. They only lost 3. They got 77,000 infected. I'm sorry. Oregon, 212 new cases today, and they lost none. They got 15,000 infected. West Virginia, 378 new cases. They only lost 4. They got 6,200 infected. It's time to roll that R. Y'all gonna roll that R with me? I said Rhode Island. No, I can do better than that. Come on. Help me out, y'all. Help me out with this. Let's roll that R. I said Rhode Island. 228 new cases of the coronavirus. They only lost 4. They got 125,500 infected. South Dakota, 92 reported cases today, and they lost none. They got 2,400 infected walking around. I'm going to go watch Tito Santana wrestle in a raggedy state of Montana. They got 35 new cases, and they lost none. They got 935 active cases. North Dakota, 56 new cases. They lost none. They got 921 people infected. Delaware, or should I say Delaware, 340 new cases. They lost 8 people. They got 6,500 people infected. New Hampshire, 313 new cases. And they lost none. They got 3,000 infected almost. Alaska, no stats. Wyoming, 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 Wyoming. 144 new cases, and they lost none. They got 419 people walking around. It's a pain to live in Maine. It's so mundane, 'cause everything looks the same. Oh, it's so boring. It's bound to leave you snoring. It's a strain of pain to live in Maine. 180 new cases reported today, and they lost none. They got 36,500 infected. District of Columbia, 73 new cases. They only lost 3. They got 12,000 infected. Time to go to the island of Hawaii. Come on now. Hawaii 5-0, no stats. Time to go to the Nighthawk country. Ooh, this is tiresome. We almost done. Time to go to Nighthawk country, the state of Vermont. Dun 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 dun. Vermont, Nighthawk country. 182 new cases, and they lost none. They got 3,100 people infected. Time to roll that R again. Can we do it again? Puerto Rico. No, we can do better than that. Come on, y'all. We got to roll that R. I said Puerto Rico. 2,604 new cases of the coronavirus reported today, and they lost none. They got 106,500 infected. Whew, we almost done, y'all. The little place called Guam. They got 4 new cases of the coronavirus today, and they lost none. They got 33 people infected. No stats for the Mariana Islands. No stats for America Samoa. The U.S. military, 1,133 new cases, and they lost none. They got 20,500 infected. Our veterans, Veteran Affairs, 106 new cases reported today, and we lost 4,324 veterans still are affected. No stats for the prisons, no stats for the federal prison, no stats for the Navajo Nation. Let's do our totals, y'all. 31,021,530 total cases of the coronavirus that we know of in the United States. How many new cases today? 54,330. How many people have died in these here United States so far from the coronavirus? 563,183. How many U.S. citizens died today? 616. How many people are still walking around the country infected? 6,961,499. You might as well say there's 7 million people still infected walking around with this virus. Whew. All righty, y'all. And that's y'all stats for today. Whew. And I'm tired. Huh. Whew. So it allowed us to come back, or do we got to back out? Yep, we gotta go back. And that's my fault. Switch account. Okay. All right, y'all. I promised the lady downstairs that I wasn't gonna go live, so we're gonna end this. I'm gonna play one more song. Anybody have any comments before we get out of here? You know, I realized I hadn't done the CV numbers in a couple of days, so I wanted to come back and do the CV numbers for y'all. So I hope she's not too angry. I hope she's not too angry. I told her I wasn't gonna go live, but we just came here real quick because I really messed up on really didn't actually do anything, sir, except open up. All right, we good. Let's get ready to take this out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, y'all. Let's bring it home. Come on. Come on. Here we go now. Come on. Come on. Bro Darryl, the one-man show. Alrighty, y'all. Oops. Wait a minute. Hold on, you about to make a mistake. No, don't touch that. No mistakes. You had a pretty good show here, no mistakes. All right, y'all. Let's get out of here. I promised the lady we wasn't gonna do no show tonight. I was gonna give her a peaceful night for me flooding out. Thank y'all for watching. I will see y'all tomorrow. We're going on a road trip. We're going to the market tomorrow. I still got some food stipend money left. I got some snacks from Family Dollar. And I was going to go to the market. I was going to keep going. But then I realized, what you going to do with the stuff you just bought? Because the lady was waiting on the paper towels. She needed them, you know, because of the spill that I caused. So we came straight back. And I was supposed to keep going. But I said, let me give me something to do tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll head to the market. To the two ladies that helped me out today, thank you. Won't say no names because we don't want nobody to go make no video, but thank you. Thank you publicly. Alrighty, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. Peace, everybody. I'm going to go watch the wrestling. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and cook me some chicken and some rice. Can't decide if I'm going to fry it or should I bake it. I might just fry it. I'm pretty good with using that skillet now. All you got to do is don't put no soap in it and you're good to go. So alrighty, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. And Sam, if you're still watching, I think you can still donate on the Minister channel. That's where the super chat is. Alrighty, y'all. Take it easy. Have a good one. And I'm out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night. As Nia would say, see you soon. As I say, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, everybody. Thanks, everybody that watched, and we out.